What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks, and we back in the building, you feel me? It's True Talks, cause True Talks, alright? Let's get straight right into it. Alright, man, so we're gonna be talking about what's going on with these key NBA players and what's going on with them not playing in respectively the USA team's roster for the FIBA World Cup, or they're not playing in the Canadians team roster for the FIBA World Cup. So we're going to talk about the trend, what's going on, which is a lot of key players that are dropping out, and what I feel, what I think, and all that type of stuff about it. So we're going to dive straight right into it. So as you know, there's been a lot of key players. We're going to start with USA first. And there's a lot of key players that are dropping out or have dropped out of the Team USA roster. For instance, you got guys like CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, obviously KD's injured. You got, the list goes on, right? From players, they got LeBron, all kind of players basically not participating in the World Cup, right? For FIBA World Cups. And listen, a lot of people are obviously outraged about it, and people are like, oh, they're focusing on, because CJ had an interview also telling people that, like, we're focusing on the NBA season. This season obviously is where there's no one favorite like the Golden State Warriors have been throughout this 5-year run. It's also just up in the air for everybody. You got the Clippers, you got the Lakers, you got all kinds of teams. It's basically every team feels like we have a chance. If all things go right and we click like this, we got a chance, man. We got a chance to win a ring. That's part of it. But at the end of the day, I don't know why everybody in media is making a big deal out of this, because it's like people don't know history or don't know basketball when it comes to these things. They're treating the fans in the media, they're treating this FIBA Olympics as if, I guess maybe because it's the only basketball we're going to see coming up to this elite season that's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? They're treating FIBA World Cup like it's Olympics. It's not. If you actually go back into history, if it's Olympics, you always got the main players, regardless of their age, in their primes or whatever the case is, always playing for Team USA when it comes to the Olympics. But this is not Olympics. This is FIBA World Cup, which is qualifiers for Olympics. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's always, if you go back to the history, which I'm going to show, man, there's always been the up-and-coming stars, the young stars that actually play the FIBAs. It's never been the top dons in their primes, the people who are on team, all-star teams, etc., that are playing. So, well, they might be in all-star teams if they're all-star team when they're young, but the top dons of the league that are in their primes and winning, they never play FIBAs. I don't know what people like, it just cheeses, like, people in this day and age, is like, I don't know, they just react. They don't actually sit back and actually know basketball and talk about it. They just react to these things to make topics or make headlines. So we're going to go back. I'm just going to expose, basically, because you know what I do is True Talks. That's all I do. So we're going to go back. So if we go back to the 2014 FIBA World Cup roster, you get what I'm saying? 2014, you had Kobe's, you had LeBron's, you had all those guys, Carmelo's, all of those guys in the league at that time in their primes, right? Well, Kobe wasn't, but other players, right? Look at the roster. Steph Curry, age 26. Klay Thompson, age 24. Derrick Rose, age 25. Kenneth Faried, age 24. Rudy Gay, age 28. He's going to be like the veteran guy. DeMar DeRozan, age 25. Kyrie Irving, 22. Mason Plumlee, 24. Cousins, 24. James Harden, 25. Anthony Davis, 21. Andre Drummond, 21. Do you see the trend? It's mans who are maybe 4 or 5 years in the league, like young guys that are like, you know what? This is our duty. Our duty is to represent FIBA. The young stars who are going to be up and coming stars. Those guys represent. Then you have a 1-2 guys that are like a lower tier. The older guys that are lower tier all-stars or lower tier stars or lower tier good players. They become the veterans of this team because they're taking their advantage because they're not going to be the star of the Olympics. They're going to be the star of FIBA. So that's what they're doing. Like Rudy Gay, for instance, that I've mentioned, right? You have him at 28. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So now if we go back again, go to 2010, we have Chauncey Billups, age 33. That's kind of like what Lowry would have been this year, right? Oh, you have Kevin Durant, age 21. Derrick Rose, age 21. Westbrook, 21. Rudy Gay, 23. Iguodala, 26. Granger, 27. Curry, 22. Eric Gordon, 21. Kevin Love, 21. Lamar Odom, age 30. Tyson Chandler, age 27. So you have a couple of veterans who aren't elite, but they're solid players that they become the veterans of this team. As you see what I've shown. So I don't know what people like. They don't know their history. Then we go back. We go all the way back, 2006 FIBA World Cup, which is the next one. You got Carmelo. He was age 22. This is 2006, so he's only in the league 2003. Shane Batty, I think, was 27. Chris Bosh, 22. Elton Brand was, I think, like maybe 27, 28. Heinrich, 25 or 24. Dwight Howard was age 21. LeBron, 22. Antoine Jameson, I think, was 27 again. Joe Johnson was like 25. Brad Miller, I think, again, like 27, 30 or something like that. Chris Paul, 21. Dwayne Wade, 24. Like, what are people talking about? What are people actually talking about? So if we bring that context towards today's team, you know what I'm saying? You got De'Aaron Fox, age 21. Kyle Kuzma, 24. Harrison Barnes, 27. Kemba Walker, 29. Jaylen Brown, 22. Jason Tatum, 21. Plumlee Mason, 29. Marcus Smart, 25. PJ Tucker, 34. He shouldn't even be there. Derek White, 25. Joe Harris, 27. Brook Lopez, 31. Donovan Mitchell, 22. Miles Turner, 23. Chris Middleton, 28. Do you see the trend? Do y'all see the trend? This is how it's supposed to be. What are people talking about? Do people not know their basketball? Do people not know their basketball? Go back to the history's right there. People got to know these things. The up and coming stars, that's their time to shine for FIBAs. Because regardless, Team USA is better than the rest. Regardless, however you slice it, however you put it, they're better than the rest. You get what I'm saying? So now it's the time for the young gunners, the young stars, the young people who are projected to be elites, people who just came in the league 2, 3 seasons, 4, etc. like that. Then you have the veterans of the team will be solid all-stars or solid role players or whatever the case is. Those solid guys who aren't tier 1, maybe tier 2 or tier 3, they become the veterans of the teams, like you would clearly see. And the young stars are the main focus of the teams, the Jason Tatums, those guys. It's equivalent to when, like I showed you, Carmelo when he was 22. You see the trend? You see the trend? Like, why are people, like, people don't know basketball, man. Y'all need to, like, sit back and open up True Talks. You feel me? Sit back. True Talks has all the true talks. You feel me? Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Y'all need to understand that I know my ball. So when I know my ball, at the end of the day, history repeats itself. The certain criteria is not really said, but it's like those unwritten rules. You can kind of see the trend. Based off the trends, you get your conclusion based off those trends. So that's what the trend is. As you can see, I can even go back further, but I'm not going to. Now, when it comes to Team Olympics. So like next year's, that's when, if the guys are ducking and they're dodging, then they're like, no, what's going on here? They won't be, because it's Olympic team. This is FIBA. That's why that whole, Melo won't be on the FIBA roster. Like, this is FIBA. Yes, Melo can beat her, but it's not that serious because it's FIBA. He hasn't played FIBA in how long? Since 2006, the man hasn't played FIBA? Like, come on now. That's even disrespectful to put Melo on FIBA. He's been playing Team USA. That's different. Or, well, still Team USA, but Olympics. You know what I mean? Now, as we go in to Canada, so for Canada, like, Canada team, like, bruh, this is a different discussion because at least the Jason Tatums, the Jaylen Browns, the Kuzmas, the De'Aaron Fox, people who think I'm supposed to be a star, they're even on teams who are contending. They're on teams who are contending. Not Fox. Fox is still trying to make the playoffs, but still, he's on a team where we feel that we can make some noise. Kuzma's on the Lakers. Tatum is on the Celtics. Kemba is on the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like that playing for Team USA for FIBA. Then you have these Canadian niggas, Jamal Murray, all these guys, really? Bro, it's getting out of hand. Like, you have, bro, listen, I've been trying to tell people that this is why Canada has been doing what they've been doing and been anus for all these years. This is why you guys do what you do. Who are you? Like, what? You have Andrew Wiggins not playing. Jamal Murray not playing. RJ Barrett not playing. Tristan Thompson not playing. Dwight Powell not playing. Shea not playing. Who are you guys? That the Tatums and the Kembas, these guys who's make noise in the NBA, and you feel like you're not elite or you're too elite to play? Bruh. Who the hell are you? Who are you? This is what I'm talking about, man. This is why they're in the league and they get that bag and then they just chill out. Make some noise. Who are you? You have these guys. These guys who have more potential, more name, more clout, shoe deals, etc. They're playing. Then we have Canada, the one time where finally you actually have elite players in the NBA. Or semi-elite or still great players, good players in the NBA for the first time in Canada's history, and mans aren't playing because of what? Who are you? Jamal Murray. Who are these guys compared to these? You think you're better than these guys? These guys. They're playing. Chris Middleton, all these guys are playing. They got the bag too. Kemba is playing, and you guys are sitting down at a younger age. Yo, this actually crazy, man. Like this, bruh. Like, I don't know who these niggas think they are, man. They need to wake up and smell the damn coffee. You have these players who are playing, and you guys that have the audacity to not play for your team. Oh man, when y'all are in the same age, the same bracket, who are you, bruh? Listen, bruh. At the end of the day, man, like that's the difference between USA and Canada. These men are bougie. These men think they're the shit, and at the end of the day, you're nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing. I don't want to hear that shit, man. You're nothing. At the end of the day, we all know what you do. You're still elite compared, but who are you? What do you have up above those guys that they play and you be like, no, I'm not playing? Who the hell are you? Like, I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. Who are you? Bruh. Only Tristan has a ring. Even if Tristan doesn't want to play, okay. Who the hell are you guys? That's crazy, man. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Anyways, you already know, like that bruh. It makes no damn sense, man. Like the audacity, the action, bruh. It's crazy, man. It's actually crazy. Then also at the end of the day, too, now, another topic we're going to talk about, we have Beasley. This nigga, listen, I like Michael Beasley, but at the end of the day, for the last couple of years, he's been doing nothing. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's situational. He's not been playing that much, etc. This man has suspension for drugs, and he has a roster before Melo. He has a roster spot before Melo. Yo, the league this is clear. It's clear that the mans are trying to he's blackballed. It's clear as day. Beasley. Isn't Beasley basically a Melo? They just scored. The people say no defense, no passing. Aren't they the same players? But Beasley, who has a drug, he's suspended 5 games for drugs. And this man gets a roster spot with a scandal behind him like that, an actual suspension before Carmelo Anthony? Yo, bruh. I don't even need to say more. That just clearly shows you what it is. That shows you what it is. It shows you what it is, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. People need to wake up and smell the damn coffee. Stop calling out this man's name as if he has done nothing, as if he can't still play. When you have guys like Beasley who are signing. Yo, y'all are to Detroit too? As if Melo can't, bruh. In the East? Anyways, it's True Talks. Because True Talks, man. Share, like, and subscribe. Let people know. This is what I do, man. It's always true. You feel me? Let them know. Share, like, and subscribe. We're getting it popping. We got more to come. And we out, man. Outrageous. Atrocious, man. Blasphemous. Bruh.